before we begin, don't forget to check out my Patreon page, because that does include Discord access, early video access, and other things as well. So check that out in the description below. It's only $1 just to support me and what I do.
Get your rent when you fix this damn door!
Oh. Okay then. Alright, welcome back. And just a little bit, I just want to update you on what's going on. You can see that the name for the file has changed. The reason why is I have uploaded this to, get out of here. I have uploaded this to this project to GitHub, and I have gone ahead and changed the name. So of course, if you do want to update or upload or push your files to GitHub, it is free. I believe it is free, just for public use and private view, so that is an option. But anyways, that's just the reason why if you see this name has changed and you're freaking out, don't worry. That's the reason why it has changed. Anyways, in the last video, we have created the day and night cycle, depending on when this button is pressed, and it will advance the time. So if we click on it, afternoon, evening, and night. And of course, that just changes it out to the whole location. So if you go right here, it's nighttime. But of course, if we go downstairs and it's still nighttime, we haven't even added the nighttime yet because of, let's go to locations in it. As you can see, the home entrance, which is what it is, there's no night, as you know, for the hallway and the bedroom. That's why there's no night scene in this. But of course in the hallway it is, because there's a hallway night. Okay. So the next thing to address is fixing the door and resetting the time, the TOD, back to 0. So let's go ahead and get that started. So in order to fix the door first, doors are, let me go ahead and pull that up. Doors are shown by this, which is the idle and hover. I do want to change this, because I do want it to be based off of not my horrible ex. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that changed. So in order to do that, So in order to do that, let me go ahead and in this, I do want to go ahead and create an images.rpy. And what this will do is create the hover effect. Again, instead of the X, I don't want that X. I want to be able to like highlight the door. So to do that, I'm going to create a class called hover image. It's going to have Ren'Py.displayable. And then it's going to have an init method of self, whatever the image is, and any arguments that we do want to add to it. So self underscore image is equal to img. And self dot underscore matrix. Im dot matrix dot we want to update change the saturation, and it's going to be 0.98 times another dot im dot matrix dot contrast, and this one's going to be 1.07. And then we're going to do it one more, matrix dot brightness. Change the brightness to 0.07. Okay. Next, after this, once all of this is calculated, we need to have a render. Because if we run the game right now, it's going to need a render. But I can just show you, actually. So let's do hover image, the class that we just created. Put it in here. And then we can go ahead and just remove that. Whoops. Okay. So if we go ahead and run our game, cool. Hover image has no focus name. Uh-oh. Okay. So what that means is, whoa. So what that means is we need to have a super, because it's like, what does that mean? So hover image self dot init, and we're going to have the arguments that we need, which is kargs. And that should be it. Let's go ahead and rerun it. Yep, there it is. Render is not implemented. Because it's like, what are you talking about? So, now you know. Render needs to be added. So self, width, height, STAT. We will be using this a lot in future animation videos. When we do want to animate the images, this is going to be used a lot. This little thing right here. So keep that in mind. So R is equal to Ren'Py dot render im.matrix color, and it's going to take the self dot image underscore image and the self dot matrix that we created, as well as the width, height, ST, and AT. And we're just going to return R. That simple, guys. That simple. So let's go ahead and start it. And now if we hover over it, yep, it should highlight. No more X. Cool. So now, of course, the only thing that is going to get on my nerves is whenever I go into the afternoon, it doesn't look right. See how better it is? It's just a highlight. Anyways, yeah, it needs to reflect the time of day as well. So let's go ahead and fix that, as well as actually the only thing that we do need is if we go over here, we can just remove this because we don't need it anymore. As well as this, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Cool, because we can convert everything like we did with the hover image, because it will highlight it. Okay. Next is assigning, like changing the door based on time of day. And that is achieved by, I want to go ahead and create a new function. And in this function, I want to create a getDoor function, because I want to be able to get the door and change it based on the time of day. So of course that is going to be whatever the door ID is. So like I mentioned in location screens, we have door 1, door 2, door 19, stairs number 2, which is a door. It's going to be called door underscore ID, as well as the time of day. Cool. So now we got those in. We need to set some parameters. We need to understand, okay, how can we change this based on this? So it's going to be if time of day n day and afternoon. Time of day is going to equal to default. So what this means is if it's day or afternoon, it's going to revert to the default image of the door ID. And that default image is, let me go over here. That default image is going to be this image right here, the door number 1 or door number 2, door number 19. It's just going to stay that solid color, that day color, this this door color right here. Cool. And then elif time of day in evening. Now we're going to do the night door, and night time of day is equal to night. Cool. So now we're going to return the file door. And this is where we're going to find the file associated. We're going to look for, the game is going to, based on this code, it's going to look for the file and use it. Whatever, just if it's in the day, it's going to use this. If it's in the afternoon, it's going to use this. I'm also going to add in another image, a couple more images, into the folder as well. And let me go ahead and grab them. And these are going to represent the nighttime doors. So door underscore 1, door underscore 01 night. Because we need a night door. So if you do have a door image, just make it like a shade darker. Of course, in the Patreon videos and everything, if you are a Patreon, and of course, if you are subscribed and donating, if you are a Patreoner, or a Zilla follower, any of those cases, you will go ahead and get these files as well. I will share these files if you do want to follow along. So yeah. Go ahead, and if you have a door already, like the regular door during the day and afternoon, or the morning, have that door, and then also have a duplicate of that door, but make it like a shade darker for the evening and night scenes. Cool. So in order to find those files, we're going to go to, say, objects, because it's in our objects folder. And it's going to be this bracket underscore this bracket dot png. Cool. Then we're going to format it, because formatting it, what we want to do, replace these, is whatever it's going to be in here. So, and it's going to be the door ID. So the door ID is whatever door name that we're going to place it in, as well as the time of day, which is going to be either afternoon or day. Cool. So to show this in action, let's go ahead and get this set up. Let's use the new function, which is going to be get door. There it is. Cool. So now for the objects, we don't need this because it's already, again, getting assigned already by this. So we can remove this. Next is the .png. We don't need that because, again, it's getting called right here, the .png. So we can go ahead and get that removed as well. And what's left is this, just the name of the door. Comma, because we also need the time of day as well, right here. And it's going to be whatever time of day it is. So persistent dot time of day. So let's go ahead and see this in action so you can get a clear idea of what's going on. Okay, perfect. So now you're seeing what's happening. So it's looking for an objects underscore object door object underscore door underscore 01 underscore default. So that default, as we stated right here, is looking for a thing called default. So what we didn't need to do is go in here and just rename it to default. Cool. So let's go ahead and relaunch the game. Okay. So this is because the object door, now that because we have renamed it to object underscore door underscore 01 underscore default, it's like we can't find this that file anymore. So let's just go ahead and do the function as well in here. Is get door and again remove the .png, remove the objects, and as with the get door, again we need that time of day. Persistent dot time of day. Cool. So now it should look like this. Let's go ahead and run it. And now everything should work perfectly. So now if we just do this, change to afternoon, it's in the afternoon. Based off of, what it's in the afternoon, it's looking for that default one. It's looking at this. And if we go into evening, it should change to this door. Ready? Ah, perfect. And as you can see, the highlight works as intended. And then, of course, if we go to evening, as being called by, evening, it's looking for that night door. And if we click one more time, there we go. Oh, it's so perfect. I like this. But keep in mind, though, that if we go to the next scene, because we haven't updated, the get door, the hover image for these, it's still going to look weird on this one. Yep, hover. So I'm going to go ahead and just add these to this right here, to these files. That way we can go ahead and get that started, okay? And I'll see you when I get back. Alright, so welcome back. I've gone ahead and added the get door image as well. So I've only added it to the hallway, but not for these because they don't have the night ones yet. So they could just stay the same as for right now. So if you run the game right now, sorry, I was caught off by something. Default. Yep, I forgot the default. This needs to be renamed to default. Cool. Okay. There we go. Whoa. Object 19 hover.png. Oh, that's why, because it's not. Well, that's going to break the game. I'm just going to just remove this for now. And I'm going to remove this too. Or I think I do need that because it's being called right here by the entrance. I do need that. One moment. Let me go ahead and add that. I'm just going to just say text, home entrance screen. Cool. Okay. Perfect. So now if we do this, bam, whoa, that needs to be fixed. Yep, now it's nighttime, and now it reflects this as well, and if we like this, yep, it works as intended. Cool. So we are hitting that 22-minute mark, 25-minute mark. If you like these videos to be longer, like around 25 minutes to 30 minutes, I could definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments below. Or if you like it how it was, like the short 15 minutes, well, semi-short, 15 minutes to 60 minutes, let me know, and I can go back to that. Whatever works best for you on your viewing habits. And with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please check out my Patreon, because I do have the Discord. That way you can get help there and any questions that you may have, as well as early access to videos and unedited videos. That way you can get more context on the things as well. But with that being said, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.